when I was working in the business every single day, I had a friend, and I brought up, right when I very first got started, I brought up life insurance. He just had, I was about 6 months in the business. He just had a baby. Michael, I'm good. I got it through work. You sure, Drew? You sure, man? Like, just had a baby. How much you got through? I don't know how much I got through work. I'll check, man. I'm busy. I don't need this. Okay, cool. I thought I did my due diligence. All right, I didn't do my due diligence. 3 years had passed and I'd never brought it up to him again. By this point in time, Drew is now getting ready to be 28. He's married. He has a 2.5-year-old and a 6-month-old. On the night of Drew's 28th birthday, he was driving home from work. He worked nights, and he was driving home at midnight and fell asleep at the wheel and rear-ended a semi and passed away. And I never asked him about it. Like, 3 years had passed, and the most life insurance he did have it through work, but it was only $50,000. It took 7 months for the policy to pay out. By the time the policy paid out, his wife had already had to sell the house, move in with her family, her parents, which they actually still live with her family today. This is 3 years now, 3 to 4 years. They still haven't recovered financially. And they had 50 grand. Like, their life is forever changed. Whereas if I would have just asked maybe maybe he never would have purchased. But here's the thing I'm trying to tell you right now and trying to portray over to you is it doesn't matter if a customer says no or a customer says yes. It's your job to just bring it up. They can make the decision themselves after they've been educated on the product, but the feeling you don't want to feel is the feeling I felt the morning I received the call from Drew's wife asking if they had any life insurance with me. Because it was it still eats at me, guys, and this is like 3 or 4 years ago, all right? So life insurance is an opportunity to really change your customer's life. And the biggest thing I want to reiterate now is you don't have to focus on the yes or the no. You just have to focus on, hey, my job is to have this conversation with you. And if you say no, great. If you say yes, great. Either way, I can sleep better at night. That's it. That's it. This thing still haunts me till today. Because after that happened, you better believe that every person I talked to, I was asking about, what does your life insurance plan look like? And let me tell you why I'm asking you about this. And I would share that story. Share that story. Stories sell. People can relate to stories. Everyone knows somebody that has passed away without life insurance. It sucks for the family every single time. You don't want to be the next GoFundMe. You don't want to be relying on somebody having to pay your funeral off, making sure your kids survive. Now, you don't have to tell people this, but this is the story. All right, so get stories. All right, that's the why. You have the ability to change someone's life. You have the ability to make sure that someone doesn't have to struggle financially. That's what you do as an insurance professional. It doesn't matter if it's making sure they have adequate liability limits with an umbrella. It doesn't matter if you're making sure that you are helping them with payoff protector plans, with disability or with life insurance, or you're helping them plan for retirement, all right, with investments. That is your job, and that's why we do what we do every single day. That's why, all right, we created the 30 Life in 5 Days Challenge.